Hi, my name's Ishmael Naylor, and here's an update of what I've been doing since the lockdown started. The lockdown's been approximately 3 weeks now, and on the first 2 weeks what I did is what most people would do, which is just forget about my property journey. As I have a tenant, I spoke to my tenant and tried to sort all of that out, make sure they could still pay, and as the tenant is a benefit tenant, they were not going to miss any payments due to their benefits not changing, which I would just confirm with them that their status hadn't changed because they've been in my property for over a year now. I get paid directly by the tenant, and it works out okay because I've always got paid early. Before I actually handed over the keys, 2 days before, I actually had the money in my bank account for the deposit and also for the pay. So that worked out really well, having a benefit tenant, as they also pay between 5 and 7 days before the due date. They always pay early. I've never even had them pay, I think the latest they've paid is 3 days early. So I'm very happy with the tenant. They look after the place too. So what I actually ended up doing at the beginning of the lockdown is I decided to stop all property searches, stop all of my property journey, because I assumed lockdown, I can't do anything. There's no point worrying about it. It's going to be quite a while. They said 3 weeks. I was expecting, and I still am expecting, it to be approximately 8 weeks. So I believe we're around the beginning, at the middle of the lockdown. I might be wrong, but it might end up being only 6 weeks or 4 weeks. We will find out in due course. So the first 2 weeks, what I did is I did my garden. Literally every day. I had a tree, I cut that down. I then turned it into various things. I made a bench out of it, I made various seats out of it. I chopped it up into logs. Quite an interesting task. I made some flower beds and some vegetable gardens, etc. So after all of that, which I was doing for 2 weeks, getting my garden up to spec for the summer growing, I have decided last week to go back into property after speaking to a few acquaintances and mentors, as well as people from the course I'm on. With the academy, they have actually given us, by us I mean the academy members, one-on-one calls every week or two. I've only had one. I'm expecting another one next week, or later on this week. They said every 1 to 2 weeks, so probably later on this week I will be in contact with them, which is really helpful, the one-on-one calls, because it's specific to you. They contact you about anything. If you want any help with finding properties, or if you're struggling to keep motivated, or just want to chat, they've been just having a half-hour call with every academy member, so that's been very useful. I also had a friend I met at one of the property training courses who's been in property for 20 plus years, who I've been speaking to on occasion, and he also has given me some motivation to get back into property. So what I have actually been doing is not a huge amount. I've been doing half days every day last week, and obviously Easter just being, I've just started again today. And what I do is I get up and I start doing property searches. I try and contact agents. Most agents don't answer, but there are a couple of agents who are still working, who I can get through to, ask some questions, see if they have any video tours of the property or any other information about the properties, and just see if I can actually build up rapport with agents and see how well I can get on and how much information I can get about the particular properties, so that when this lockdown ends I can go and view them, confirm the details that I have about the properties, and go and purchase the properties as soon as this ends. I'm hoping to get a bit more information about a few properties, and then at the end of this week or the beginning of next week I'll ring all the agents again, try and see if I can get hold of other agents, because some just rung off and some said they weren't closed. So I'm not sure if the ones that rung off were busy or away from the phone or closed, but I'll try and get hold of them again, and I'll see if I can sort of negotiate and find out more information about these properties. So that's how I'm dealing with the lockdown. Half a day of relaxation in the afternoon, and in the morning half a day of property research, contacting agents and doing what I can. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, comment below if you have any questions, and click the bell notification icon so you get notified of the videos I release every week.